Nerdy Sports Fan here with your Week 10 pregame of what could possibly be qualified as a war crime. These are terrible teams. Does anybody want to watch San Francisco versus the Giants? I mean, they're playing for what would be the number 2 and the number 3 pick in the draft. That's it. I mean, San Francisco's gotten more interesting with Nick Mullins getting out there, but I mean, does anybody expect that same performance 2 weeks in a row? It's possible. Nick Mullins is probably the better quarterback on the field in this game, too, because, man, has Eli Manning just lost everything he once had. Now, Manning was never the greatest quarterback. He very much was leaning on the very disciplinary approach of Tom Coughlin for both of those Super Bowl wins and really all of the success he's had in his career. Now that Coughlin's gone and they're trying to open up that offense, you're seeing the flaws that Manning's always had in his game. And now he's just old and doesn't have the arm strength that he used to, so it's even more sad. The Giants really needed to do something more for their team than get a stud running back in the draft. Starting over with a quarterback a year earlier than putting way too much work on a running back, it would have been the better play. I don't know what they're going to do in New York. I mean, they really just started over again with Gettleman and new coaching. It almost seems like they need to do it again. I mean, this was a really poorly planned team. They've got some talented players on it with Saquon Barkley and Odell Beckham Jr., and those guys are being wasted because the rest of the team is just so bad. San Francisco, they kind of get a pass this year because of Garoppolo's injury. They're probably going to look better because of Nick Mullins. George Kittle was a great find. They've got themselves a number 1 tight end, and not a lot of teams can say that. So San Francisco has life. It's going to be more interesting to watch as a San Francisco fan. But still, the game's going to be pretty terrible. From a fantasy perspective, Kittle and Saquon Barkley are absolute locks. Barkley is a number 1 running back every single week. Kittle's a number 1 tight end every single week. OBJ, he's probably a wide receiver 3 just because Eli Manning can't get anybody the ball. Nobody else on San Francisco is worth talking about. If you're thinking of watching this game, just don't.